Hey Pioneers, welcome to episode 97 of our Satisfactory Just Play series. I'm going to give a bit of a quick recap, some offline notes, and some general information and changes to the way I'm going to be recording going forward. So just on the general notes, I'm going to try and stick to 1 hour long episodes, even cutting out some of the monotony of extra work. Sort of pre-plan what I want to do in the episodes. And of course, like I said, less of the repetitive monotony. So just as a quick recap then on that, at the end of the previous episode, we left off by closing up and completing the versatile framework build out. That is, if we transfer over to our Satisfactory modeler. So that was to build out the 64 assemblers to produce 130 versatile framework per minute. So this episode and probably the next 2 episodes, we'll be covering off the build out of 500 assemblers to create our 1,250 automated wiring per minute. That will essentially complete our build for phase 2 in terms of the project assembly building. And then we'll start moving on to a little bit of other stuff. We'll probably do a little bit of beautification, adding some lighting and such. And then ultimately from there, start building out actually our supply factories, building out ingots as a starting point, and then moving on from there to steel and all the rest of it as well. So we get back into the game. All right. So with that sort of recap done, there's been a lot of offline work that I've done. We've had a couple deleted episodes, multiple recordings that have been canned, and a lot of variation and work in trying to get this all built out. The problem that was presented was the input of these lines. I did build out a full layer of the first level, but I was doing an exceedingly large amount of clipping through belts and all that sort of thing, and trying to keep this as neat as possible. Let's just get a bit of lighting here and you can see what I'm talking about. So these inputs are pretty difficult to map out. Just as an example, so if we go there, of course we're cutting out that, so, and we can't do that so easily without doing some extra manipulation and shenanigans. So that one we can do, and then we can do that, for example, and then we would have to bring it out that far. And as you can see, just with that sort of basic idea, it would start extending quite far out into our build area and would impact our aesthetics for our production area, because we're trying to keep that clean of all the logistical stuff. Based on what you've seen with the previous episodes and the levels of what we're doing, the production layer needs to be pretty clean. I still need to work out power, but that's a whole nother ballgame. But all the logistics sort of encased in this level. So what I have done is I've done some work offline to try and get some setups sort of organized. So I've done some blueprints. I'll actually move this into production, or let's add a new subcategory. Logistics. So I'll show you how all these blueprints fit together shortly, but I've also got the automated wiring blueprints that I created, and that was part of that build that I actually did in 97 episodes. They, well, would have been future episodes, which said 97 and 98, this episode and the next, but those have since, obviously, like I said, been removed, and we're focusing on a different way of doing things now. So this is our input blueprint. This is our matrix that'll actually get the stuff in from our inputs, and there's just some belt guides or logistic layouts that we want to do. So this one you can see here. It means I have squashed the belts down a little bit because I'm trying to keep it under this level here. If we just pop that there, you can see, so and drop it down one, which is where it'll be. We got a little bit of clipping in terms of the actual splitter that we've got here incorporated into this. It does not extend below the foundation. It's not ideal, but it's the only one that's going to be doing that. So it will keep things nice and neat. And then, as you can see, it'll sit just below there because most of this is very low hanging stuff. So I've tested the heights so nothing clips through on the belt above, so it still looks decent and it's all organized. And then the big one. This one this has gone through a multitude of iterations. We've actually got a little bit of an error in the blueprint there. So let's just fix that up. Give me a chance to talk about it as well. Let's load it up. So this we can. So unfortunately, we've got one floating item here. I could support it, but it's pretty much invisible to the rest of things, so it's not too much of a problem. Alright, so this will be, so this will feed out of all of those on the different levels, so we'll be able to place them all straight away, which will be nice. We actually got this the wrong way around. We can't see much now, can we? Well, actually, let's save this. Yeah. And we'll just place it here. Alright, so there. So each of those will line up with one of these inputs or one of these inputs over here. And then obviously down there as well, we've got the three that are from that point there. But everything else lines up with one of these or one of these to be able to come out on the belts here, sticking below that floor level. Everything along here will fit below the floor level. This will clip, unfortunately, a little bit, but there's, not much I can really do about it. I needed to keep the space allocation there without clipping the conveyor lifts into the belts that sit along the bottom here. Unfortunately, it just got a little bit too close and it did clip through, which I wasn't too enthused about. But it's a small thing, so that's not too much of a hassle. So now with that all said and done, let's actually get into the build. So we'll place our first one. And that's just a little bit too far. Page down. So we page down, we want these to sit on the floor. And we want to take it to be in line with foundations. Should line as well. That's that one. And I need some more iron plate.
Don't forget to take the stairs once in a while. Healthy knees reduce the damage you take from any gravity-related incidents. Probably.
Thanks, Ada. Alright, let's see. So, I've actually got quite a bit of space in here because I added the 300 slot upgrade mod as well. I haven't actually got. I haven't got any plates. Oh, because I used from that. Let's grab iron plates. Cable. Wire. Do I need wire? I don't know. Let's just grab some wire. We'll probably need. Oh, let's grab it. We'll definitely need this at some stage. I think I'm going to need some Caterium at some stage. Or Caterium wire. I'm not sure. Oh, I've still got lots of space here. Actually, let me grab some more iron plates. Doggo is lost. I think let's head on up here. That's a good guess. Is that right? So slight. No. Manage that one. I think I need to do the floor. one over. Actually, I think it's supposed to go over a little bit further. Yep. I think that's better. Yes. Much better. I decided to not worry about showing the build of this blueprint because it took me a good... Well, I mean the blueprint itself took me about 4 hours to do, but you know, all the research and everything before, the figuring stuff out before that, it's just an immense amount of time. Like I said, a couple of episodes deleted because I ended up with a build that I wasn't exactly pleased with, and I want to avoid clipping as much as possible. Got the space, so yeah. Right. So that's them all done. So let's go back up. That one. Actually, if I can go one more. Let's get them all hooked up. Down a little bit. Let's go back up. straight belt, depending on which point you start at, it'll give you a different angle on the belt. Going from this side back actually produces a more uniform belt structure. There we go. So while things do get close, they do not result in any clipping, which makes me happy. And that's our structure that will allow us to palm off to our various groups of assemblers. These ones are level, and because of the angle, it doesn't actually matter. Hold on. That's good. Next one down. Oops. That was unintentional. Oh, while we're down here, let's do this one. And finally, and that's it. That's our 4 levels hooked up. The logistics coming in. All our inputs are sorted. Now, I did consider putting glass on the inside here, but we'll see. I'm not going to close that up just yet. That'll be one of the aesthetics things we'll do when we do the lighting. Let's just save our game. Right. So that fixes that part up. Let's have a look. Alright, so now we need to figure out how we're going to do our provision of our lines. So this is coming out here. We've got space over here. I think what I need to do, so let's do the same. So is that height good? Yeah. As you can see, oh, that one's wrong. As you can see here, there is going to be some clipping, but we won't see it. So that's minor. What I did have in the previous iteration was every belt was crossing over every other belt. And that was just too much. Let's see. Good. Yep. Alright, so that'll give us a basis to work from in terms of our floor plan. there. Yeah. That's nice. Alright, so there will be a section of the floor plan that'll be completely barren in terms of assemblers. But we could always use that for other things later on. Storage buffers or something like that. Right. Let's get our blueprint. So now we do have the left and right, but I'm thinking we'll only use one now. There. So we'll use the right hand one. So we can do that. Is there going to be enough space? Because everything's going out. So what I did is I did swap it out. If you remember from the versatile framework and others, it was coming in one way and going out the other way. So basically coming in from the middle and going back to the middle. Now, even with the previous build, I set it up so I swapped the output to go in the same direction as the inputs. I'm going to keep that because, well, it's actually going to work nicely in this respect. So, how's our spacing? I need to get 125 assemblers on this floor. Now there's no metal gap, so it should be feasible. But if I can get a minimum of 2 to start at the beginning there. And also I need to allow for some space. Is that too far? How many lines will it bring through? Be 1. Let me pop that there. And double this back. How far? Yes. Bends. Too much. I think the spacing's good. Alright, so we've got 1 so far. Let's have a look. We need 125 in total. So let's add another 124. How many can I gain? Yeah. Can't get another. But also I want some space. Alright, let's see how this works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 2, 5. Gonna go 1, 2, no, not enough space. 108 to go, and I think we'll be all right. Wonder. Yeah, looking how long this can be. I wonder if I can give it extra spacing. Let's try. Okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 100, 125, that would be 11. There we go. Yeah. Because that can fit. Yep. Just fits. You know what? I have fallen off one too many times. Now I got a safety barrier. It'll also give me a good indication of if things are going to fit or not. That's a long walk. Oh. Oops. Again. And that one doesn't fit. We've still got 37 to go. I thought it was going to be enough, but I'm not so sure anymore. Again. Keep doing that. Okay, it'll work. It is just against the wall. I think we might be alright. Even with this extra spacing. This last one's going to fit. Oh, it's just clipping through the wall. Okay, I'm going to leave that one for now, because we've got 11 to go. Just made it. Two and one. Okay. So that's all of them. So now what we can do is we can trim down where we've got ones that are getting too close to against the wall, like that one. You know what, we can actually maybe remove those two as well. Because we've got the space at the back there, we've got space at the back there. Let's have a look. So we're also going to consider there's going to be groups of 5, because each belt has got 270 coming in. So we can sufficiently cater for 5 assemblers on each belt. And with that, that would mean that we've got 20 excess on each belt. And then combined with the extra belt that is low balanced across all 4 levels will give us our remaining 500 to fill up the last 2 groups of 5 that we need to cater for. So where is our 5? So 5, 10, and there's 3. We can do 2 more at the back here. So that row. So let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. And then we got 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. Then we got 90. 100, 105. How did I count? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. And then those 5 there's 90. Sorry, 80. Oh man. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. And then 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85. And I'm not going to include those 4 yet, so 90, 95, 100, 105. And then there's 5 there. And that group's okay. And then we got 110. Hmm. 115, an extra one. So I need to organize. Maybe I'll come over here and do 5 in there. So those 2. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. See, the problem is with that, too close to the wall. It doesn't give enough space, because that's the thing I've got to consider as well as belts. These outputs have got to go somewhere. And I've got all the inputs will be coming in along here. Because with all the inputs coming along, I've then got to take the output somewhere, and I've got to get the output back on the outside. So outputs will come along the wall. I'll take the 2 along the wall. So with that, I need to provide space along the side of the wall. Get rid of that one. And that one. That one's fine. Yeah, because that's too close to the wall. Okay. Can't put anything more there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, too close. And that can't work. Around the corner. That one's a problem. Because I need to be able to bring it about comfortably around here. 2, 3. See if I put that there and because it clips through. And that one. Could bring it lower. I mean, if I drop the to that and that level, actually, then that can work. That can't work. That's too close. So again, if I bring it down below that construction, and that can work there. Nope. See, that one won't work. Nope. Use that one as a last resort. That's too close. I've already checked there. Can't do that one. Not enough space. Alright, so we've got foundation coming through. That's right next to the... Oh, there's our... Oh, this one we can do... We can do our left. Oops. What did I do? There we go. boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh. See, this is what I mean. So this was the structure where we had a gap in the middle. So that means there is sufficient space to be able to fit the 125 that we need. It's just going to depend on how we group things. So look, I think it's this one. Actually, no.
Oh, hello. I had something prepared for you, but I forgot. Enjoy the ride, I guess.
Why not fill the gap anyway? Oh, I did do those. Okay, that's good. Good. Alright, so let's just go back to roughly the middle. Just so I can count everywhere. Alright, so that's 3 there. So we got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Then we got 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58. That's 68, 78, 88, 98. 101, 105, 110, 15, 20. We got more than 125 here. Okay, so how do I do this? Because I want to try and not split across the lines. So I want to try and keep the belting as neat as possible. So 5, 10, and that's an extra 2. 5. So okay, let's start by get rid of that one. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. And then see there, we can go adding one more there, I reckon. So we can keep the groups together. But if we cut out those 4, so that's 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. That's 4 there. 85, 90, 95. One short over there. So that's a 5 group. That's a 5 group. That can be a 5 group. Don't quite know how to organize this. Can't get another one on the end yet. So that's 3 over there. So I don't even need those 3. 5, 10, 15. Oops. Where did I go? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So that's 85. We cut out those 4. And we got 5 there. We got 5 there. 5. So 5 there, that's 2. 5, a bit of an L shape. Okay. See, I want to try and avoid funny shapes like that. Lovely 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 90, 95, 100, 105, 115, 120, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cut out the last one. Is that 120 or 125? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. It's 50. Yeah. 50, 60, 65, 70, 60, 65, 6, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 105. that's wrong. Be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So that's groups of 5. This will be a group of 5. And then our next one over. Am I in the right place? No. There. One, two, three, 5. Right. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 105, 115. This one, 120. We actually only need one more here. Let's put that one there. There we go. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. Could actually move this group over. It was not this one. Not this one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Then 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 23. No, we don't actually have enough. One 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 120. 1 That's 4. That's also 4. That's 4 there. Could rotate one. Or just bring down to this one here. Something. Are we in the right spot? Yes. That's still going to allow Bell to pass by. That's too much. Two, three, four, five. Right, we can't do that. I'm going to use that because we'll have a day. No, it's not achieving what I was going to play. It's just adding one more down there. So put 5 there. Three. That's 5. That'll be 3. Add one there, that'll be a full 5. Alright. I'm not going to be able to figure this out now. I need to do a bit more thought and planning. But this is the general idea. This was the main thing to try and figure out today that has been sorted out. We are nearly there with this layout in terms of how these assemblers are all going to connect up. I will do some offline mathematics to try and figure out how to get this all nicely balanced out. Maybe what I need to do is move these up a little bit more and then go from there. But for now, I think that's enough for this episode, and I will see you in episode 98 with a little bit more of an idea of the design and plan and how I want to work this out. And yeah, until then, I'll catch you then, and thank you for watching. Bye for now.